Not getting the score against Mikey Wright. This heat is against Ezekiel Lau and Connor O'Leary. O'Leary getting a wave to start off this matchup, Potts.
Yeah, Connor O'Leary, I mean, yesterday his board looked really tentative. I mean, he was surfing incredibly well, but just not really hooking into his turns. But this morning, looking really good. Conditions obviously a lot different, not a lot less wind involved. And Connor O'Leary, well, he's got his work cut out in, so I mean, J Bay is just on fire right now. William, what do you think about Zeke surfing?
Oh, you had a really good way here yesterday. Watching him free surf a lot. He can get wood barrels. He know where he's gonna sit and choose the right waves. He's gonna be a really dangerous guy in this wave. So I hope he show up everything this heat.
Really cool to see the power and the variety from Zeke Lau. Is it easy to execute variety at J-Bay this size, William? Do you find that pretty easy to do?
Yesterday I had a really tough heat. I always choose the small waves because the wind not gonna affect a lot. So I can surf it what I want, and that's helped me. Today I think is the best wave, the second wave of the set. It's so much more clean, so much more wall.
Yeah.
As we watch live action here, this is Connor O'Leary, Rookie of the Year last year from Cronulla. As we set up another backhand attack with O'Leary. Getting down the line, hard off the bottom, solid vertical hack through the roof. Great timing and tempo, swinging it vertically off the lip and a tight jam to finish. O'Leary stays on his feet, steps off. We look at more waves on the way, still hanging out with world number 5, William Cardoso. This is Zeke Lau from the island of Oahu. Former champ at Sunset Beach, lighting up this first section with a big redirect car, folding that speed well. Now catching up to the open face, deciding to slam on the brakes. Quick barrel, deep again, he'll come flying out, stalling for a bonus section. The Hawaiian gets clipped on the exit after getting a couple opportunities inside the pin.
Off at the end, you know, you can expect to get a score that's not going to be what you're looking for, that's for sure. And, William, you talk about the different approaches. You can see Zeke more of that horizontal, more of that slashing rail maneuver, whereas, Connor O'Leary, the vertical surfing. But I think both are looking really dynamic. Obviously, backhand tube riding out here is very difficult to do because it's really high on the wave. And there you can see Zeke getting caught, just that really sort of almondy sort of barrel here at Jeffreys Bay. So you've got to carry a lot of speed through that, because if that lip kind of touches you, wipes the speed off and it's all over. But I think with the tube ride here at Jeffreys Bay, you've got to carry a lot of speed. We've seen a lot of incomplete barrels because guys are slowing too down. You've got to really enter those barrels with a lot of speed, Joe.
Little speed jam there for the goofy foot, Connor O'Leary. Trying to channel that energy from a Cronulla surfer named Akalupo, belting it off the lip. Nice vertical again. Picking his points well with some power over the roof. And he'll step out of there. So a great battle, regular versus goofy. The backhand attacker, Connor, looking solid. And looks like he's given us a little bit more energy from his heat before.
You have a different attack, You see Connor, how vertical he goes, and how Zeke going with power and barrel. So it's two different types of surfers. And I like this wave for Connor. He got the last two turns was so vertical. It's so hard to do with the backside is in this wave.
With all the pace of the wave running down the line, and also those last couple of turns. How'd you like the finish, Potts?
Well, I think, we always talk about how important the finish is. I mean, you can do a lot of good work all the way down the
A lot of missions down here to free surf, or did you always go to the next event? Well, hold that thought. We've got a little wave coming through here, and this is Connor O'Leary, snapping through the lip. Driving down the line, wide open hook off the top. Nice easy tempo for last year's Rookie of the Year. Starting to jam down the line in beautiful conditions at Jay.
Always down the line. You've got to be thinking down the line and not what's happening right here. And that's exactly what happened. Connor O'Leary, a bit of a mistake on this one too. So I can't see in these two waves being there at the end of the heat. Connor surfing completely different to what he did yesterday, Joe. That's for sure. I'm sure Luke Egan had a bit of a chat to him and said, come on, mate, put that board on the rail, lay into those big turns and get that backside hook.
A little bit mixed up down the line. Zeke Lau looking to capitalize. Frontside wrap into the pit, wide open, running for the exit, and Zeke just getting clipped after covering some serious ground.
I think just wiping off a little bit too much speed to then come back, off the bottom and into the tube there. But let's have a look at his approach. I mean, Zeke can sometimes See that turn right there? I mean, that was beautiful. Continuing that down the line speed. Kind of caught the rail there, which wiped off a lot of speed. And then he was playing catch up. You know, you've always heard Sean Thompson talk about.
Yeah, in Duato using 511, but in Caramba I'm using 6.2. And I keep using the 6.2.
Perfect.
Watching the first vertical from Connor O'Leary. Beautiful start. Deep off the bottom and drills it again. Flawless with his flow and transition. Another straight up vertical hack. Now carving, bottoms dropping out, keeping the line
I
intact.
prefer it just to be that nice, clean, smooth down the line surfing. Connor O'Leary, though, I mean, this is going to be another fantastic score from him. I mean, look at that right there. Beautiful positioning, great timing. And the thing I like about it, there's no hurry. It's just one maneuver after the next. Seamless, smooth transition between the turns and finishing strong. That's going to be another fantastic score. I know you're right there, Joe. Zeke's going to be needing something massive.
Down. Zeke to answer, well overhead. Dream Tour in motion as he belts it with that layback hack. He'll get caught behind.
Again.
And he ends up losing his favorite part of the wave that spins all the way through. Missing a 7.04, but that's going to be a lot bigger after Connor's score comes through. Let's see what happened to Zeke on this one, Ponce.
Yeah, I think he got a lot of damage done along the way here, though, Joe. Look at that big turn right there. And again, off the bottom, hooking into it. That's better. I like those maneuvers as opposed to the quick jams. That right there looks good, but it kind of wiped off a lot of speed. You need to keep that flow, right? And that's what's happened. It's sort of that stop-start.
Super impressive, and be sitting at number 5 in the world on your rookie year, it's an unbelievable feat for you. So congratulations, buddy.
Thank you so much, Strider. And we're going to share a couple waves over there for sure.
There we go. Back to live action. An important ride for Zeke Lau. Needs a 9.99. So he can't afford to hold back. Great start. Couple of quick hacks. There's that little dagger layback that he loves. Jams it quickly again under the hood now. And he's got the completion this time. Back into the pit again is Zeke Lau. And back out in front to the open face. He'll slide off. Tad tens here in his career as we take another look. William, how'd you like the start of this wave for Lau?
He know he wants to go big, because he needs 10 points. That's probably will be the last shot he had. So he need to go everything big, and he know how can do it. Yeah. So he tried to put in a barrel. The barrel was really good, but he need to be more deep, possible.
Yeah. I think when you slow yourself down too, the judges aren't buying that. You need to have those real driving ones.
And Connor O'Leary's on the wave behind him. Now with a ton of momentum. Look out, lip. Straight up vert, nails it. The Australian down the line power hack once again. And loves those under the lip verticals. O'Leary losing the finish with a serious blow with Zeke Lau, doing so much damage, making the barrel this time.
Zeke's looking sharp. I think, maybe wave selection let him down a bit. There was a little bit, maybe too stop-start in his surfing on a couple of his waves. If he can get that flow going a bit better, I think his scores will come.
Flow is a serious thing here at Jeffreys Bay. Zeke Lau just kicks out with the frustration of a 25th. Connor O'Leary damaging performance on the backhand as he moves on. A classic heat, and a big thanks to William Cardoso for joining us, and best of luck, best of waves for the rest of the event.
Thank you, boys.